So, if you have the universe's greatest assassin on tap, what kind of great name could you give him? Stabber, shooter, whack, or just hit? Because he's a hit man. Get it? On this Shoky Quickie, we're going to be looking at Hit, the greatest assassin from Universe 6. And definitely one of the more interesting characters in this line, and actually from the series. There's one big problem I have with him, at least. That face. Why is his face white? His face was pink. I think maybe only in a couple instances where like he had an energy attack coming at him that his face looked like that, so that might need a minor repaint. Either way, so you've got Hit down here in chrome stuff. You've got the skirt of a Fusion Zamasu. You got Dragon Ball Super right there. Just 4+ up in the corner. Hey, I'm right in the middle of that. You got a very nice image of him. Hey, look, his face is pink. And you come to the back end, you've got the three we've looked at so far. All this stuff coming up. Build a figure right there. Toei animation. Bandai Funimation. Made in China, of course. So, let's go ahead and get the big purple man out here and see how much he can mess with time. Okay, so I'm going to say it now. I'm probably the most disappointed out of any character so far with this guy. Because he can't even get into his iconic poses. Almost nobody can, but like where he has almost like a boxer pose where both fists are sort of behind each other. So yeah. And also his collar is so high up, you can't move his neck, like, at all. Like, around. Can't really turn his head to do much. And I think his head is just a hair too big. Like, it needs to be shrunk down a little bit. And he probably should have some kind of expression. That doesn't look very Hit-ish to me, not to mention the color is off. If I can find a way to match that pink, I'm definitely repainting that face. I don't like it. The molded stuff for his ridiculous abs, which could just be the way his coat is made, it could just actually be more body armor, that's nice. But the shoulders, not so much, because they didn't even bother hiding the completely open joints here. It's just totally ridiculous. It's got the same joints everybody else does. Ratchets there, rotating here, the shoulder pads kind of come down, and that's a really bad nub mark. Double jointed elbow with kind of the elbow pad in there. Wrist turns there, nothing down below. Seems like he might have a double ball joint, kind of hard to tell. So he can move up here, but then like his skirt and his belt are all together at the bottom of his trench coat, or whatever you want to call it, if that is technically clothing. Molded nicely, just needs some shading to make it stand out. His legs are also molded very nicely. For some reason I'm getting like a Shredder vibe to him, like just give him the helmet and it might look like that. So he's got that going on, but he actually has articulated feet, like proper. Like that's a real ankle joint down in there, not just a ball joint. So it's like he's halfway to a good thing, and he does have his left and right open hands, if you're going to use those. Let's go with a right open hand. I liked when he was fighting Goku and he had to keep changing up his stance as Goku was learning his abilities. Like, as he was going, like, he wasn't really a fighter. Even though he knew martial arts, he wasn't really a fighter. He was an assassin. That's what he was good at. And he used his time skip to kill people fairly easily. So the Hit versus Goku was one of the best matches of that Universe 6 tournament. The hand is a little bit weird, but it's there. I mean, Hit was a pretty stoic character, even when he was going up against the likes of Jiren, and actually had come up with a good, solid way to beat Jiren, and you just couldn't because Jiren is infinitely more powerful than you. Sorry, Hit buddy. Couldn't get around it. So there's that immediate comparison. And then, of course, against Frieza-sama. And he also fought Vegeta. Just kind of bringing out everybody here. Oh, guys, it kind of didn't occur to me until after I was done filming that I never got this scene set up. So the whole reason that Goku went Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 10 was because he was fighting Hit. And also I did replicate the whole sticking his hands in the pockets just by pulling the hands off, basically. It didn't occur to me that I had not done this as of yet. So there we go. There's that fight. Doesn't know how to look at Goku because of the orange. That's quite funny. And again, neither does Hit. He's like, what? What are you? Exactly. And then everybody else in the wave so far. So, Goku and Trunks. And yeah, everybody's kind of being in a similar stance for this wave. Just what it is. So I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with Trunks just yet. I kind of wish Trunks had the yelling face going on. So he could look like he's powering up like Gohan. You know, like... Aah. But either way. Oops, I just knocked it out of my way by accident. We do get the Fusion Zamasu part. So we get the bottom skirt and the hips. And the bootay. So that's just going to shove right up through there. And it's sort of keyed in. It's painted okay. The inside is very red. So this should be an interesting Build-A-Figure. But yeah. I like Hit as a character. I'm not digging this representation of him. I think that he's sort of done wrong here. Like, the body is molded very nicely, and he has decent articulation, although I'm pretty sure that hand is way too big, and there's a lot of flesh still on that hand. It's kind of ugly. But either way, face sculpt is pretty good for what it is. It just needs to be a better color. I think I'll like it better. But either way, let me know what you think in the description, or in the comments down below. And if you have this figure, let me know if you've done anything to him. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe-ish button, and go ahead and check out the Patreon and the Shoky shirts if you want to help support the channel and keep things moving forward, because, you know, YouTube money only goes so far. But I will catch you guys on the next review, and remember, as always, keep on hitting.